Hello and welcome back to a special episode of Jazzgrass Gaming Dark Souls 3. We're gonna do an extra long episode where we just sit around,
smoke doobies, and
we did this a couple times during the Proto Play playthrough where we just sat down and just threw ourselves at the boss until we got it.
Because that's what you gotta do in fucking Dark Souls sometimes, man. You can't just like I'll fight him 2 times and come back next week. No, it's like riding a bike. You gotta get the hours.
I got some lo-fi in the background, so we have our desktop audio turned off, so you won't be able to hear the actual fighting.
But that's alright.
So if we fall quiet, there's absolute radio silence. But do we really care about your feelings? Here at Jazzgrass
We care more
Gaming.
about beating this boss.
Let it be known that Jazzgrass Gaming is not responsible for any hurt feelings experienced throughout watching our content.
It's all your own fault.
If you are, by any chance, offended or mildly annoyed by our footage that we have put out on the internet, then I am afraid to say that there is no legal action to be pursued due to the fact that we, quite frankly,
don't give a shit.
Don't give a shit about your fucking feelings. But I will apologize in advance because, yeah, well, sorry. It'll happen to you, you know?
Dude,
we put out a lot of videos.
The beat of the music to the choir actually kind of lines up.
Ah.
Like,
yeah.
There's some fucking lo-fi choir music going on.
I forgot to turn off the in-game music.
Oh, that's alright.
So now we are hearing the guild music with a lo-fi type
remix.
Beat. Yes, in the background.
I couldn't roll out of that. Jeez.
Man, the other day I was just chilling, right? I was sitting on my couch enjoying the evening sun. And all of a sudden I hear fucking some dreary, depressing video game, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I look at my screen, right? It's some kind of video game music. It's a fucking remix of the RuneScape original soundtrack.
Oh god.
A vaporwave, a lo-fi remix.
Man, that shit was already lo-fi when it was in the game.
So suddenly I'm hearing a very slow, a very doomy. And I'm just like, I'm trying to have a vibe here, man.
You're ruining the vibe.
I was just like, wow, man, that's a mood killer and a half. There's one song I like from the RuneScape soundtrack, though. I've never really played RuneScape.
Me neither.
But I've heard one song from it, like the what was it, like the sea shanty. I think it's a pleasant little song.
Yeah.
I don't even remember how it goes from the top of my head, but
it's so long
ago. I promise you, I've heard it before and I enjoyed it a little bit, at least. Otherwise, I wouldn't have remembered it. But yeah, I remember when
free in fucking RuneScape, and everybody used to play.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was one of the
boys.
very few people who didn't play it, and the reason behind that was because I was just like, dude, at the time I was balls deep in Command & Conquer General Zero Hour, man. Like,
yeah, I was playing Halo.
I was playing multiplayer skirmish matches, stuff like that. I was into that game balls deep, and then GTA 4 came out. GTA San Andreas came out. Sorry, I was thinking about the year 2004. Yeah. Precious year to me. And GTA San Andreas came out, and we were mate. I when it came out for the PC, my parents actually bought it for me. One of the rare occasions when my parents bought a game new, and I got it, and I was hooked on that game, man. I played the fuck out of it. Like, there were like the modding, like I followed the modding community really close to see what was coming out. And eventually people started to make these crazy mods with like all these different cars and shit, and someone had made like a program that would install the mod for you, which is really cool. Dude, because with some mods, if they were for a car or something, like you could sometimes just change the name of the file, and you could just replace a different car for it. So for example, you had the Infernus, and let's say you had a mod already installed for it, but you saw another really cool sports car, and you also wanted that, but you don't want, you want to have both of them, so you put the other one on, for example, another car called the Bullet. right? And that would oftentimes work because, you know, same type of car, whatever. And it would just, and you could play, you could like mod your game pretty extensively, I remember. There would always come a point where you installed that one mod that fucked everything up, so you had to constantly be making and organizing your backups. And it was also a lot of, you know, and eventually around the time that the San Andreas multiplayer mod came out, I believe. No, because I believe the multiplayer mod has been around since quite a bit earlier than that. I believe that was 2006 to 2008. But I originally got into San Andreas multiplayer around 2010. Around 2009 actually. 2008, 2009, one of those years. And it was a very early game at that point, right? It was very early in development. Didn't have shit on it and stuff. But let alone those zany roleplay servers you see nowadays. Like almost everyone and their mom runs a fucking roleplay server on San Andreas multiplayer, especially in Russia. Those Russians
there's a lot of
are
Russian
still,
multiplayer. Like even in the GTA 5 one.
Yeah.
Like, most of them are Russian, even if they aren't Russian based. It's crazy.
Well, just turn down the video game music so you can hear the lo-fi beats. But like in San Andreas multiplayer, San Andreas is old game by now. It's 16 years old. San Andreas multiplayer is also running up to like 15. So, you know, it's pretty astounding just how many Russian servers there are. Like a good 1/3, if not more, are Russian.
Because they got a lot of free time.
And yeah, I guess.
It's the only thing they can run, maybe.
But also a lot of mods are like Russian. So I remember this one crazy total conversion mod. So total conversion is exactly what it sounds like. Basically replaces the whole game with what the modder has in mind. So there was one dude that had one Russian dude who had modded it, and it was, dude, it was complete with like cutscenes and voice acting in Russian, right? So you had this shitty Russian voice acting made by obviously just some like 18-year-old
dude with a shitty mic.
Exactly. But what the dude had done is he had completely removed the original map and replaced it with a fucking island. Like the idea was that you're on a psychedelic trip, so there were clowns walking around with chainsaws and shit, and like there were these giant mushrooms everywhere. And it was a pretty big map too, with a pretty big. Like for what it was and for how detailed it was, yeah, it was a pretty alright map. Maybe I'm remembering it more detailed than it probably actually was.
Probably
because of how long ago. But there was one total conversion mod. It was, for example, GTA United. And GTA United, the idea is very simple. It's just Vice City and Liberty City and you know, in one map.
Oh yeah,
now
they're doing that in Skyrim as well, like trying to make the entire
yeah.
map like of all the games in one game.
They're currently trying it in GTA 5. So what they're trying to do is, on top of the Los Santos map, they're also trying to add the Vice City and Liberty City map. And what they're trying, but they were also trying to do this with GTA San Andreas. But the problem with GTA San Andreas was that the engine was limited in how much it could load, right? And even if you took the limiter off using different programs and stuff, it would still there was still another limit. It just increased the limit a bit, and you know, but so you couldn't do too much. So yeah, GTA United where the San Andreas map was there, you just had the Liberty City and the Vice City map connected to one another. And I remember that being pretty cool. There was a little bit, like that was one of the most popular total conversion mods, if not the most popular. Another one was, what was it called? GTA, was it just called GTA Russia or some shit? It literally took place in Russia.
Oh, dude, that's amazing.
And it had like, because it had like a little, it wasn't, and for some reason, I always thought it was strange that it was so popular until I realized how many Russians played the game. But because to me, like when I checked it out, the map was pretty barren. There was only like a couple missions, only a couple of vehicles, maybe Criminal Russia. Let me Google that, because that's a fucking nostalgia now.
Isn't that just
Dude,
Russia?
I used to play with some Russians on a multiplayer mod, because there was a dude who made who modded the San Andreas multiplayer mod, right?
Yeah.
So he modded the mod to work on these
Other
total
mod.
conversion mods.
Yeah.
And I would play on a criminal Russia server with 2 Russian fellas that spoke English, right? Pretty well. And we would just dick around. Hold on. GTA SA
Oh,
uh
smack them mid-air, dude.
cr-
Smack them out of the air.
criminal Russia is the first suggestion. That should tell you enough.
That's
That
how
should
popular
tell you
that
enough.
shit is.
Alright, let's see. Man, most of these videos are pretty recent actually. Wow. I guess the game is still popular under the obscure gaming community. I mean, this dude posted it a year ago. It's got 500k. Let's see, what's this? Yeah, look, it's got its own screen.
I ain't looking at shit, dude.
Oh yeah, its own main menu. Oh yeah, I remember that. Now who's asking me if I'm home? Yeah, my sister's asking me if I'm home. My mom ain't. Yeah, but I'm not doing shit for you because I'm in the middle of a Jazzgrass session.
Exactly. Well, I got very close. I only had one. That's this left. Well, actually, I had 0 left.
Alright, let me tell you my gaming glasses. For the actual part where I do gaming.
Yeah, you gotta actually be able to see him.
Alright.
Like, it's a weird fight where you have to go in between, like, thinking about the fight, but also not too much, because, like, they'll fuck you up as well.
Go!
You gotta go with the flow. But
Get
you
over
You gotta anticipate the flow, dude. Nice.
I'm as
nice.
useful as always when it comes to answering my sister's questions. She was wondering until when my mom's at work. And my only response is, I don't know.
Where's his home? I don't know when though.
I genuinely don't know.
Maybe you should ask her.
Fuck.
She's the one who.
I was
you're
looking at the
asking
time.
about.
I was wondering how late it even was.
It's
Because
almost 4.
I'm like half sure she's done around. Okay,
It's
just kill me.
before
Just
4.
kill me.
Schmack. But yeah, man, this fight, it's something and a half. I really enjoy it.
Oh yeah, it's a very enjoyable fight.
Cause
Otherwise, I would have already asked Shane to come in here.
well, that's the
because
thing. It's
like,
not a
this
bullshit
playthrough-
fight.
Well, the thing is, for me, I'm mostly concerned with how long is this playthrough going to be.
I'm pretty sure when we're done with this guy, we'll.
Oh yeah, the Twin Princes were probably gonna blast through. Soul Cinder probably isn't gonna be that much of a pain. Actually, I say that, but Soul Cinder can be pretty difficult.
Yeah, but if we beat Gil, like, come on. We've defeated the grand baddie of them all.
Fuck.
So it should be
I guess.
alright.
I mean, I love that about Dark Souls though. You can't really call anyone a baddie because everyone has their motives pretty well set up. Like everyone's has just a different outcome on their view of the world, different conclusion they take. And I think Gil's conclusion is the one that resonates most with the player character, which is why it's the one which is why his truth, the truth that he believes in, is the one that the player base mostly believes in. Which is fair when you look at the evidence, but it's also difficult to say like, oh yeah, this guy was evil because they also had evidence for their conclusion.
Yeah. Everybody had their reason to fear something, and they did their own stupid things of dealing with it.
And I think that's very interesting about Dark Souls. Is it doesn't try to tell you one like canonical story. It just tells you these stories from these characters who like witnessed this world story and pulled their conclusions based on that. There's no way to say like the thing about Gwyn is like with Gwyn, like he's usually portrayed as this really power hungry dude, but then he goes off and gives multiple pieces of his very soul away.
Yeah, that's
which
pretty
doesn't
generous.
which doesn't coincide with which doesn't really line up with his whole, you know, I'm power hungry and greedy and
Yeah,
whatnot.
because he divided up that power.
And what's interesting about that whole thing is like he probably we won't get to know his reasoning because it's lost in time. But when you look at the evidence, he did like enslave humanity, sure, but I feel like I don't know. I wonder, like,
He must have had his reasons.
there must have been something behind it. Like, there must still be some truths that we don't know, but we won't know because this is the last. This is the end. This is what
the
we're doing.
last-
This is the last bit of Dark Souls, man.
This is Miyazaki's wild ride, and then here's it's gonna end. Here's where
Exactly.
it's at. I said it wouldn't have an end, but it's ending. Elder Gate will bring something new.
Exactly.
table.
A new world, new tale, new
lore.
gameplay. It's gonna be interesting.
That's what I really liked about Sekiro, like how they like you can really see it is like still a FromSoft game, and in the way it plays, but the things they did with the gameplay is like, yeah, it's totally a fresh game.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
that was one thing that I was kind of scared of, like, oh, what if it's gonna be too samey, you know? But no, it plays really different. Like just the thematic setting alone.
Yeah.
Like of how much color and vibrance and life there is in the world.
The fucking quick steps.
Yep.
That fucking quick steps. I could have staggered his ass.
Yep.
I'm mad.
He is a real bitch to do it, Brian. He's a real son of a gun.
You know what's the worst? When you're mid fight and you get an insanely intense itch out of nowhere.
Oh, yep.
It's just like, why is my mind doing everything to get myself killed?
Come on, no, you don't need to be scratched. Fuck off.
Like, sometimes it feels like your brain just isn't connected to reality. It's like you have all these inputs that are telling you to ignore everything, even pain, in order to make sure that we make it out of here alive, and you're going to give me a nose itch this instant.
Or when you're fully focused on the fight, but for some reason you're so focused on the fight that you zone out of the fight. So
Oh,
so
yeah.
you're like, oh yeah, I know exactly what's coming, and it's like, wait, why didn't I press the button?
Exactly. It's just like, oh, because I was
Thinking
like,
about pressing the
fucking-
button instead of pressing it.
Oh,
Yep.
the
Like
fucking
that one is a real
bitch.
annoying one.
Like, it's literally a millisecond.
Yeah.
That's it. That's literally all I need. 1 millisecond. That's just the bitch
Please, give
ass
me a frame.
timing, man.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Did like that. Nice. Very aggressive on the play. Smack that booty. Give our boy what he deserves.
Oh, see you
too
later,
bad.
nerd.
He's gonna throw a tantrum. Nice.
Fuck you.
Make it a little that. Oh. Good one, good one.
Yeah. Alright, asshole. Here you
Mr.
go
Badass
again.
Cape. Oh, pff.
I don't even bother to block that shit anymore. I don't even care anymore.
That one is a weird one. Like the way you have to roll through it.
I know,
it
it
makes
is a bit
zero
of a-
sense.
It does make 0 sense, you're right. Oh, I
Tip
didn't
of a
make it in
blade.
time. I noticed.
Oh, with the smack and the
Nah,
whack down.
nah, dog. If you're just gonna spam the same button, if you're just gonna R1 spam me,
Oh,
like
man.
that's BM. That's just fuck you, man.
That's
that-
BM
that's not
coded
how I'm
into the
gonna get-
game.
Exactly. That's not. I'm not dealing with that. I'm not dealing with spam, dog. Like my sister is spamming my head.
Also having some BM, that son of a bitch.
What? Why does she think that my mom is just is like on short notice of it? Why?
Also, why is she texting you about it? She should be texting your mom.
Oh, she's at work. But what I want to know is why does she think that my mom can just come over at a short notice anytime? Like, oh, because she wants to do groceries. So why the fuck does she need to be home that early? They're fucking open until 8.
They're open until 9. It's Friday.
Oh yeah.
Orange Jesus saves my life again.
That means that Roy might drop
Oh,
by.
dude, I haven't seen him in a while. Nice.
No, I told her to wait until at least 5.
Yeah.
Because even if my mom's home at 4:30, Like, give her a minute to just chill.
I know, right?
Like, come on, man. The woman just got out of work. But yeah, it's pretty nice they're letting her back to work again. Because, man, fucking... So this corona crisis caused my mom to lose her job because, you know, blah, blah, can't pay, blah, blah. And the problem with that is our government had all these beautiful, just wonderfully detailed plans for companies and how they're going to get through it and whatnot. And then for people who got fired because of corona or aren't getting an income for corona, they had a very simple answer. We don't know yet.
Go fuck yourself.
So they had all of this ready for companies, right? So they had all of this ready for all these businesses to keep running and shit. But for the actual people that they serve, they had the... And how long was that ago? Like, it took them... How long did it take them to announce that flex workers would continue to get paid?
Oh, that took about like 3-4 weeks.
That took about a solid month, right? But in that month, companies were already getting bailouts and shit.
Yeah.
And it's just like, man, fuck my government.
Fuck them.
Rutte, what the fuck? Stop laughing all the time and just fucking...
Do something.
Just explain why you're no longer serving the people, asshole. Come on, man.
How much is Shell paying you?
To be healthy in order for the people to be healthy. Yeah, but should it go to the cost of the people's overall wealth? Should it come at that cost?
Because that's also, you know,
is that really
like
something you cannot avoid? Is that really? Do companies really need more money? Is that what we need? Don't you think people need more money right now?
Dude, did you hear about the CEO of fucking Air France being like, oh yeah, I'm still gonna take this fucking bonus.
Yeah.
And then everybody was like, wait a second, what? And then he was like, all right, you got me there. I won't take
just the fact
bonus.
that he was... Like, the fact that we have to catch him red-handed and shit. Like, we have to make sure that at least someone... Like, there has to be... Like, for every CEO, there has to be at least one person who's constantly on their ass, constantly tracking them to make sure they don't do any corrupt shit. How fucked is that? That every CEO is just like so fucking bullshitty corrupt that in order to realistically make sure that they keep to the law and to fucking moral codes, like we would need at least one person per person to make sure that they don't step out of line. How fucked is that?
And let's be honest, we'll need an extra person for that second person to make sure that they're not getting corrupted by the person.
Oh yeah,
to
make sure that they don't get paid.
Corrupt.
Make sure that they don't get paid to be an asshole. Yeah.
Humans are shit.
Man, we really fucked up the civilization thing, didn't we?
That's a heavy joint you rolled there, didn't you?
Do you want me to... I'm about to get violent on your ass.
My man can't even take a little joke.
No, indeed. Very heavy. I really packed it full. Ah, man.
So I smacked him out of the air again.
I hope you're enjoying this
long
extra
episode
long
of fighting,
attempting to fight the balls episode. It's been a while. The last time we did this was, I think, Manus.
Oh fuck. He does kind of remind me of Manus, in a sense, with the
wildness, I guess.
Yeah.
With like how he rages out.
And then at that third stage, when all of a sudden he starts spewing balls at you, and you're like, wait, what?
Whenever I hear people say like, "Oh yeah, I beat Manus in like third try,"
and I'm just like, "You're lucky."
I'm always like, "Man, yeah, exactly. You're lucky, bitch. Fuck you." You staggered him out of his anger.
Yeah.
Well, then again, you didn't let him get angry either, so I mean, it's only fair that
like I couldn't get my hammer up after the second swing. I was like, "Oh no, can't roll.
Oh no, oh no.
Bang.
Actually, let me fucking smoke this joint, Jesus.
Do that. Let yourself smoke that joint. It's not that difficult. It's very easy. Just put it on your lips, make them nice and then you just suck it all out of there. Put some flame on it, put some heat in that bitch. What? Smack him on the ass. Ooh, sorry for that little whistle.
What's up?
Hey there, kids. How would you like to get sucked into both sex?
So Jesus. Can't say these things, Dennis.
I just did, Brent. I just did.
Controversial. Now our channel's gotta get
It's online.
demonetized.
It's not even monetized.
Oh shit, that's right. We don't.
Ain't nobody paying us to do this. Go for it, then from somewhere else. Fuck you.
Isn't it ridiculous just how long we've been able to keep this up so far, though?
Oh, dude, this is easy peasy. We've been doing this for ages.
No, but I'm just like every week.
Yeah, we've been pretty religious about this.
We've been pretty consistent. Like I can only name like I think there's only about like maybe 10 weeks in total over the past 3 years where we didn't meet up for a Jazzgrass session.
Yeah, because even if we can't, then we'll figure out another date where we can in the same
and
week.
Japan doesn't count because that was basically one long ass Jazzgrass session.
I know, right?
Without the Jazzgrass.
Or the grass.
Well, there was jazz, but no grass.
Sadly. You'd think. Come on, stop kicking him.
Come on, legalize weed already. I thought you were gonna say that. I thought you were gonna yell at Japan for
Well,
not
that as
having
well.
legal
Like, I
weed.
was gonna go into the tantrum with like, all right, like we got this jazz festival. There's a billion jazz like guys, and we didn't smell a single bit of weed anywhere. Like, come on.
You drink a lot of Heineken there.
Yeah, we really smacked that to him. It was like, oh hey, we got this Dutch beer. Beer.
Like they were having these street festivals with all the jazz musicians and whatnot. And everywhere you went where they were selling
Heineken.
beer, they had Japanese beer. Like they either what was the brand name?
Ashina or something.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
the name of the castle.
I know, but it sounds similar. It looks similar.
Hold on, what was the name again?
Suntory.
Suntory something beer. Hold on, let me look it up. Also, I found the big loogie in the sky on my wallpaper. It's like a Where's Waldo, but I
nice.
found it.
Nice.
I'm looking for Santos. How did you call it again?
Suntory.
Suntory.
Sun, as in Suntory.
Oh, okay. Suntory. Oh yeah, Suntory whiskey.
Yeah, and
then they had like the beer.
yeah,
like the beer
and they also had
variant.
something with a Ashi something beer.
Yeah, I feel like no, that's the one. That's like the Ashi something.
Yeah.
What was that Japanese beer thing called? What was that's what the big pompadour was from, the big loogie in the sky. It was like the headquarters. Wait, you know what? Japan beer.
Japanese beer.
Alright, Asahi.
Asahi. Yeah.
Asahi super dry. Yeah,
That's
Asahi.
the beer. That's
like
the
this
beer.
stuff.
Yeah.
And then one we also saw, like, yeah, Kirin Lager. They also had a lot of that. Yeah, Suntory, indeed. And Sapporo. Yeah. I remember that. Because in Japan we drank a lot of beer.
Yep. Suntory highballs and beer. That was the good shit
I
there.
remember
Fuck.
I
Lightning.
remember on the day that you were like, I think you were hanging out in the hotel room, and where did I go? Like I went out somewhere specifically. I think I went. Oh yeah, I remember. I just got on the train at Kinshicho through Akihabara, and I got out a station later. So what I did was I first went to do a little walking around, just a little, because I just picked in a random neighborhood, right?
Yeah.
And I remember dropping by one little cafe, and they had a little bit of what you would call it? They had beer, and they were just serving that in the
They
afternoon.
had beer.
No, but they were just serving that in the afternoon.
That was
like,
great, dude.
It was like lunchtime, and I'm in this fucking cafe, just drinking a beer. And you could just do that in Japan.
Yes,
Dennis,
yes,
you did
I
it.
fucking got him. I
You did it.
fucking got him, dude. I fucking
Dennis,
did it.
Oh, Dennis, there's a problem. We weren't recording.
No, we are recording.
Aw, man,
We
I
are.
expected you to get mad.
No. I was like, no, I actively remember you starting recording. Don't worry.
Okay. No, but did you did it?
I fucking did it.
Like, come on, I will.
Dude, I was very casually at a certain point. I was like, okay, oh no.
We were just having such a good
Last
conversation.
Estes, by the way.
Yeah.
Last
I
fucking
noticed
Estes.
it
I
too.
took that last
noticed.
Estes and I was like,
I
got
started,
it.
I
got
started
it.
actively watching,
Dude,
looking at the screen when
Look at
you
the amount of
mentioned it.
souls.
I know, we got 120 kills.
We fucking.
How much do we need to level up?
lads. Yay!
Oh, lads. Oh, can I just...
Yeah, go ahead.
So we need 36,000 more souls to
Damn.
level up.
We fucking. Dude.
Soul of
How long have we
Slave
got?
Knight.
Dude, only
Guild.
half an hour.
Only half an hour.
That's
we
perfect.
genuinely thought we would be here for
That's
at least more.
perfect. Dude, I would. Man, that was
Damn.
great.
The red-hooded wandering slave knight guild sought the blood of the dark soul as pigment for the painted world. But Gale knew he was no champion, that the dark would likely ruin him, and that he had little hope of a safe return.
Dang.
Now, we've also been given,
Yes.
here, blood of the dark souls. Blood of the dark soul that seeped from the hole within Slave Knight Gale. Used as pigment by his lady in Ariandel to depict a painted world. When Gale came upon the Pygmy Lords, he discovered that their blood had long ago dried, and so consumed the dark souls to rehydrate. We'll be back in this area. We're not done in this
Damn.
area yet. But I'm just gonna make one quick stop.
Yeah. Oh,
Because
man.
this is like, you know, our honor to Gil. You know, we are his friend. He did lead us here.
Dude, he gave us a good fight. And that's
And
very nice of him.
Once I find the exit,
Back. Then go that way. No. Go back. And just straight.
there.
And then to the right. Go to the right. Yeah, keeps going straight. Somewhere. Where is it? Everything is gray.
So
Yeah, it should be that way. Yeah, somewhere. Oh, yeah.
where am I? Is this where Shira's gonna kill us? No. I'll just
Use a Homer boner.
yeah, but we did it. We killed Gil. Okay, so let's just first go to to see off this episode, because in essence this is the end of the game.
Basically.
And what I want to do is I want to make sure that we don't forget about this.
So this is some important shit.
Here we go, to the chapel.
Fuck, man. Fucking beat
You did
Gale.
it. You fucking did it.
I did it so casually as well.
And now
I love
remember, we don't have the desktop audio on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were having such a good conversation. So as you can see, everything is on fire and stuff, because that's what we were doing. Like, they're burning the world, they're burning the rod away, and she is currently going to be she isn't currently working on anything, because she has to wait.
This is fine. I'm fine.
Alright, so
Give
I
it.
could just talk to her for real quick, just
Yeah.
see what she has to say. The gift of flame has taken root, and Uncle Gil will soon bring the pigment. Pigment like the dark soul of man. Okay. Let's give it to her.
Yeah. Here's Uncle Gil.
My thanks, Ashen One. With this, I will paint the world. Please tell me thy name. I would name this painting after you.
Share her name, I guess.
I believe she gives it a name herself if you don't share your name. But let's name it Genderblend.
Yeah. Let's ruin her artwork.
I will paint a world of that name. Are you sure?
Gender.
It'll be a cold, dark, and very gentle place. And one day, it will make someone a goodly home. I wonder when Uncle Gil intends his return.
Sorry.
I hope the new painting will to him be a new gentle home.
Yeah. He's in a better place now.
My thanks, Ashen One. I will assuredly finish the painting of a cold, dark, a very gentle place. Yes.
Very dark, very
Now,
good, very gentle.
There's something we gotta do. Alright.
Gotta rest, gotta go back, right? Dead. Oh.
Thank Lord for being Ember. So I'm just gonna travel to here and then back. Because if I go back now, we should be able to. She should have some more dialogue, and I think there was something else. But yeah, so we've returned that. So we've kept to our promise.
Exactly.
Now
Now we just gotta.
Now she can paint a new world while we start our own new one.
Things will be good for a while.
Everything will be Gucci. Alright, let's see if this worked. I've got no clue. Like, I thought there was something extra, but I'm not sure. So I might just be talking out of my butt cheeks.
We'll see. Done yet? Doesn't look finished.
Doesn't even look like you're painting, bitch. No,
Oh.
I guess not. Okay, cool.
Everything else we gotta do?
Let me think.
We'll do it next episode.
We'll do it next episode.
Next episode on Jazzgrass Gaming.
We'll
Oh,
see
man.
you next time.
Bye bye.